Dun dun dun. Let's see how well this works. It's good to see you too, big dog. I hope you didn't get... Should we go downtown? Or... I mean, the weather is not super nice right now. It's not bad, but... I'm doing pretty good. And yes, I am safe. I just want to make sure I lock the car. Let's go. Hey, username. Welcome to Vejle. I figured that while the weather was alright and we had sunlight, we might as well just go and maybe do some exploration. So right now we're in the city of Vejle. V-E-J-L-E. A very clean city. Yeah, it's pretty neat. The people here are pretty nice too. It seems like there's some action in the city. Reminds you of 17th century. I mean, we're probably... Some of the buildings here might be from the 17th century, although I doubt it. I can't remember because there's one of the buildings down in the shopping street that's like fairly old.
Ja. Danmarks... Texas. Danmarks...
Best thing about the city is the restaurants. I'm sure we have a few restaurants around here that are pretty good. I know we have, like just up here on the corner, we have Bones, which is like a steakhouse. And then further down the city we have a burger house as well. I can't remember the names of them. There's like a pizza place up here that's called Kebab House. They make pretty decent pizza. This is an interesting cafe. Dark Wolf. Gothic and Viking cafe. Where you can get mead. That's cool. Do they clean roads daily or no one ever litters? I mean, we probably have some who go around and pick up, but it's very rare that people litter because it's... I mean, you can get a fine for littering, and secondly, like, Nobody enjoys walking around a street that's littered. So I think it's just the mentality here that people don't litter that much. Because not too long ago we had like an international, or not internet, like a national day of like picking up garbage day. I think we have some bars. It's a Thai restaurant. This pizza must still painted red, that's wild. You can get crepes. The beer garden. They have live music here. Although that's like 15th of April, that'll be a while. Big Bite. Messiah. Not really gonna eat out today. I just wanted to go for a bit of a walk in the city. I have a Greek restaurant. It splits here. I guess we'll just continue this way. Sushi. It seems we have a bit of everything. It's kebab and pizza house there as well. Time, I think it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So most of the stores down here are closed now. I think most of them close at 5. We actually have a Starbucks. I didn't even know. But yeah, this is the main shopping street. And it extends for a while until we get to the big mall. No, like in Denmark, evening, most people spend the time at home in the evenings, and especially on like weekdays. There's not much going on down in the city, and even then in the weekends it's not that much either.
Lige om lidt, ikke også? Så har jeg en sag, der er afsluttet. Og havde du den? Jeg tror, har du ikke tænkt over?
But yeah, it's not like in the south of Europe where you have siesta and whatnot, and people have the middle of the day off like by 2 hours. Here it's like we work all up to 4 o'clock and then people go home. Expensive coffee, yeah. Starbucks is probably the most expensive coffee you can get here in Denmark. It's not like a specialty coffee. And like we were talking about the garbage earlier, even the like street trash bins have sorting, so you can sort whether it's metal or plastic or just rubbish. Mountain Gold coffee? I don't think so. I think it's just regular coffee. It's just that they inflate the price like crazy. Hey kitty. Hey Lassie. Just a marketing gimmick. I mean, we don't have to go that many years back, then we didn't have that many Starbucks in Denmark. You and Flosk streaming at the same time? Yeah. I noticed he said he was gonna go live. You're on PC? Nice. You don't have option for 2 windows? RIP. I mean, you can watch whoever you feel like. Let's go this way, actually. Remember your gloves? Yeah, it's not super cold today, but it is a bit windy. Alright, see you Lassie, have a good dinner. Have a good dinner. I think we have a bit of like a park down here, if I'm not too mistaken. I can't. Which city is this? So this is Vejle. I don't know where it ranks on the city size of Denmark, but it's Vejle city. It seems to have a bit of everything here. It's pretty nice. People are having a good time. We weren't too far away from here the other day. I was streaming live on the platform called Twitch. And people yelling at me. Big chairs, yeah. Let's go down to the river. You have some big chairs like that in the US? Oh really? Like also big in like sculpture chairs? Oh, what is it? It's over here. That's just the river that's running down through on the opposite side of the street. So actually not too long ago I ordered a new tent and that tent arrived today. So I think the old tent was fine, but it's just a bit small. So now we have a slightly bigger tent for if we want to do camping streams throughout the year. It looks super shallow today, the river. Either that or it's just a lot of sediment because you can see the bottom. So now I have like a 1.5 person tent, which will make it easier for me to like put equipment inside and stuff that needs to be kept dry. Let's see if we can make it across before the light changes. I'm trying out a new app for the phone, which Flusk told me about. Also means that I have to pay a subscription for it, but I want to see if it works or if it's horrible. Oh look, it's a big seagull. They're actually standing, so it's so shallow here that there's sand like collecting at the edge, yeah. That's pretty wild because I thought we had had a lot of rain lately, so that the water would be much deeper than this, but it's super shallow. Nice. Very nice. But I'm excited for the weather to get a bit warmer. I think it's still a bit too cold to go full out camping mode yet. But like once we get up to where it's about, I'd say like 5 or 6, maybe even closer to 10 degrees Celsius outside at night. Although we might have to wait a while for that. But once we get near that, I think it's gonna be comfortable enough to go camping. And we can do that then. I love how it's like there's nobody here. It's not even that late. I feel like you'd never be able to build a building this close to the river in like the modern society. Everyone would be like, what about the pollutants? Oh, look at all these flowers. What are you guys up to today? So this big grey building, or not grey building, the rusty building is the shopping mall. Da, 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 da. We were actually down here not too long ago. Not too long ago. Yeah, that's what it was called, the burger place that has good burgers. It's the Grillen Burger Bar. Potato. Potato. Can we sneak across here? Well, that's not bad. I wish my preview worked on this setup. But it does not. I don't see any no filming stickers, do I? So, because we could easily walk inside the mall and just go for a tour in there, but I'm not sure if we're actually allowed to. We should be safe and stick to the outside. We'll go down by the harbor, by the harbor. See what's going on down there. We're in sentry mode. Ooh. Buddha Bowl project? I wonder what that is. Is it a coffee bar? Maybe it is a coffee bar. I think it's on the southern side of the train. How can we go there? I think if we cross the road up here, it'll be easier. There's a path we could take. Across the road about here before we get any more cars. I think traffic down through here is a lot less than it used to be because of the construction work that's going on. We can make that. Famous last words. Ba, ba, ba. Famous last words. I thought there's a few ducks in the river, and they're like swimming for all their life, but they're still drifting with the water. You saw the room getting coffee, but I tell you, you're going for another walk in a bit later. That'll be 2 days in a row. It's a good start for you. Nice. Lots of canals in the city, so it's actually the same canal. It's just me who's walking in circles. Well, the same river, I should say. All of this here is like built up sediment. That's crazy. They've been here for a while, but I think they might just be leaving it as is because, I mean, it's not a problem. There's plenty of flow. But the city is mainly known for the river here. It's definitely one of the bigger things is the river. Now we're down at a train/bus station. They call it the traffic center. I wonder if we can actually cross, or if we have to go under. Like, can we walk across over here? Let's find out. You guys are learning today with me. Maybe we can. But it's nice that you've been getting out and going for walks, Kitty. That's awesome. It's probably a lot easier if the weather is nice too. I feel like, I know why this is such a big open area. There used to be a big building down here where this area is open up now. They've probably torn it down. I wonder what they're gonna build. Excited for it to get warmer and sunnier longer? Yeah, it's gonna be nice. So this big open area, I think there used to be a big post terminal or like mail terminal. I don't think we can go this way, question mark. Like we might have to go underneath here. if we can. Oh yeah, we could probably go. I mean, there's a pedestrian walk on the other side. I'm looking for ways to get down to the harbour. At least that's what I'm trying to do. I'm wondering if it's possible to go this way at all, or if I should have gone the other way. We will learn together. I think I could just walk down here, even though it says bicycle lane. If we're nice about it, they won't mind. Because there is a pedestrian crossing on the other side of the road, but it doesn't feel safe for me to cross over here. Like I could probably do it now. You never know. There's a pedestrian crossing up here though. This is an adventure. Yeah, it's quite a change from being on ground to being underground. Look at these buildings in the distance though, those look cool. And I'm the only one who's like, I wonder what's up here, but there's so many signs there's like no entry, at least for cars. These are some old school concrete walls. Part of me is like, we should probably follow the pedestrian crossing here. Actually, what's up here? I mean, there's a train track that's probably going down to the hospital, and that side is closed off. That's interesting. Oh, it's a big parking lot they're building. Cool. Cool. It's like we're out here, but we're not supposed to be out here. Screw it, we'll just take this other way. Go back to the river. Fell off a wall like that one time into traffic in Ireland, but lucky it was midnight, so not many cars. You tipped over and rolled. It was higher than expected. Oof. Oof. That could have been bad though. Like real bad. We could go see, I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a spire in the distance. We could go see if we can find that church. Go take a look at it. Just exploring tall buildings. Giving you guys a view of whatever architecture is in this city. It was an experience I could imagine. Holy crap. Holy crap. We're not too far away from the harbour either. Down we go. It's interesting how some of the modern buildings are focused on, like, you know, these metal sheets that look like they're like halfway rusted. It's just the finish on them. It's just like, when did we decide that oxidization of a metal is like aesthetically pleasing? Have you traveled to Dublin? I've never been to Dublin. On the British Isles, the only places I've been is London. And that's a long time ago. Like, that's back when Star Wars, the third movie, came out. That's when I was in London. Like, that's quite a few years back now, I feel. Damn, this part of the city is really not meant for walking. But yeah, I would love to go to Edinburgh at some point. And I'm sure Dublin would be an experience too, for sure. I wonder what it's like to live in one of these apartments. Like, you have a balcony that's like a triangle. They look pretty cool though. Quite pretty at night. Paris is something too. Oh yeah, we raided, what was his name? We raided into the guy who was biking around in Paris last time. And he was down by that museum that's a pyramid. The Louvre, is that what it's called? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Edinburgh is really nice. I think I could get a ticket to, like, even if we just go for a weekend. Oh shit, I would have to figure out adapters for charging stuff. That's something. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You have to figure that out for your phone anyways, but if it was just a weekend, we could go to Edinburgh or London or maybe even Dublin, right? Recharging, yeah. Royal Mile is so cool. Royal Mile. But I feel like most cities you have here in Denmark are very... Like, you don't get any of the cities where you feel like, oh, this is like a downtown city. It's more like... It's more like suburban areas, really. Voltage adapters? No, it's... So the outlets we have in Denmark are different from the outlets that they have in the UK, I believe. I'm not sure about the voltage. I'd have to like research that. But in general, they're pretty good about designing stuff nowadays that it can use both 120 and 240 volts. I think we have 240 volts in Denmark. Yeah, we have 240 volts at 50 hertz. But I'm not sure if the voltage is different in the UK. I just know they have a different outlet. I'm pretty sure. I think. You need a different outlet and voltage. Yeah. Some of the stuff that I bought, they sent me the adapters for the US power grid. I've just never really had a reason to use it. I don't even remember, because I went to the US once, like when I went to New York, but I can't actually remember what I did with the outlets. Because I'm sure I charged some stuff while I was over there. I just don't remember at all. Should we continue to the left here or continue straight? I wonder. I think straight is just like industry. Yeah, let's go left here. UK is 220, 240. You use the same plugs. Maybe it's just me who don't remember it all then. Maybe it's not even a problem. Maybe it's not even a problem. That is one silent bus. That is full electric, that's fun. Normally when you have a bus going by, it's like... That one was super silent. Crossing the railroads again. Just need a travel adapter. I mean, that's what I mean with different plugs. It's not the voltage. I wasn't sure about the voltage, but with a different plug, which is, yeah, you need an adapter then. I don't English good today, okay? Oh, that's a cool rock. That almost looks like a piece of wood because of all the different layers. Those are cool. Got a whole set of plugs for all different countries probably still do. In 2016 you went Bristol, UK, Dublin, Amsterdam, Toronto. Ooh, that's a nice spread. It's a pretty decent spread. I've met a lot of people throughout my life that's been traveling a lot. And to me it's always been like, how can people afford traveling this much? Because it's so expensive to travel. But I also... I mean, it's always about prioritizing, right? Some people spend a lot of money on just being home and others save up a lot of money. I don't know what that was about. Slow down, it's a 30 zone. Hi Charles. Not walking that fast. These are some old buildings. Chicago today had just a bit of more overcast clouds. Yeah, today the weather was... I mean, it was sunny up until maybe an hour ago, and then it's been cloudy maybe 2 hours ago. So overall it's been pretty sunny today. Which is nice. How are you doing, Charles? This is a weird place to walk. Lazy day. That's pretty nice. Gotta love having lazy days. Damn. Petrol is so expensive. $14.59 for a liter. What is this town city famous for? So when I think about Vejle, one of the things that I think about is the bridge, and I think about the architectural buildings down by the harbor that's called the Wave, and then there's the river. So that's like the top three things. We could go look at both the bridge and the architectural buildings. We're actually on the way there, so let's do that. It's quite an iconic building, or I should say buildings. You love the water elements. Water is nice. But yeah, it's a bit of a walk to get there, but we'll get there. Oh nice, there's a pump for the tires on the bicycle over here. The timing. It'll probably turn red in about half a second or two. I completely misjudged that. That's nice. We could actually make it across. You're watching us so much your mind is getting on Danish time. that's pretty wild. It's funny because we recently switched to summertime, or day saving time, or whatever you call it. So my internal clock is still an hour off, I feel. So the fact that we're outside now and there's still light outside, and it's, what time is it? It's almost 7 o'clock. The fact that the sun is still out at 7 o'clock to me is just, I mean, that's pretty mind-blowing. Considering a month ago it would be dark outside at 4 o'clock, and then a month before then it would be dark outside at 2 o'clock. Where are all the people? So we're walking down by, this is very much like an industrial area. Well, not industrial, but it's not downtown. So you have a lot of people who come out here. So there's Futex, which is a huge grocery shop or shopping center or whatever you want to call it. But this down here is just the harbor. So a lot of people come down here to do shopping. I think we can actually go this way. Have you gone by the Wave yet? We're on our way there, Harry. On our way down to this harbor-ish. I say the harbor, but I don't even know if you classify it as a harbor. But yeah, this is more the quiet side of the town. Of downtown, quiet, without it being downtown. I don't know how to explain it. Your gloves remind me of Deadpool, so it's like a camouflage glove. We got them at a outdoor convention, outdoor hunting convention. I thought they were pretty cool, and it's for days like today where it's not cold but it's not warm. They're great.
Ja, det er det man gør.
Did you meet your new girl through the streaming? Oh, Charles, we're not together anymore, so. But now I met her on Tinder. That was through Tinder. Hej igen, hej farm. Hej igen, farm. Oh yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried. Down here people have their yachts stored during winter or whatever. Red boxes. Oh, it's like a container, yeah. I wasn't even paying attention to that. This looks like a chemical toad plant chemical storage. Wonder what kind of chemicals we're storing down here. I'm honestly surprised that they are allowed to store them. Like, one thing is storing them outside, but storing them in plain view like this, if you know what is in them, I don't know. I mean, they have security here, so. Security. I'd love to go sailing at some point too. There's so many things, but everything costs money. Money, money, money. How common are Teslas at you guys' place by now? Like, how often do you guys see Teslas? You can sort of see the top of the wave over this building here, these boats. I feel like we see a lot of Teslas in Denmark. Like, just on the street alone, there's one Tesla parked and one of them just drove past. It's currently doing a U-turn. You've seen a couple around here. I feel like they're so super common now. I wonder how much it would be to, like, I mean, I've looked that up a few times, so I've forgotten, but like owning a boat is just probably super expensive, from what I remember at least. Unless we get sponsored. Sponsor me a boat, please. You can get a speedboat license on one day for 1,000 Danish, and then another 400 for the Tesla stuff. You'd rather have a boat than a Tesla? You haven't seen a Tesla in your country yet? Wow. Look, it's a whale. It's a whale. Children's playground thing. Whale. Whale, whale, whale. So many whale ones. Slam. You wouldn't mind a sailboat? Powerboats cost too much in fuel? I mean, with the sailboat you'd be, I mean, it's pretty much always windy At least windy enough for you to go sailing, right? But you would end up with the occasion being stuck. And there's a lot of maintenance on the sailboat compared to maybe if you have a motorboat. Yeah, we're almost down by the harbor. That's why there's so many boats here. Boats. All of these buildings down here are fairly new as well. It's gotta be expensive to live down here though. Swim stream, hi Dimitri. We're not going swimming, not today. Maybe in the summer we could go swimming. Not today. No bikes, that's no fun. I'm sure there'll be people biking down here during the summer, it's just not today. Not today. Imagine what it would be like to live down here. Hey, Vilker live. Yeah, we're in Denmark right now. We're in a city called Vejle.
And so our story begins.
Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure who followed because my chat is not telling me for some reason. But thank you. But the millions probably, they should have added a water slide off the buildings into the water. Actually not sure how many go swimming here. I mean, some people might do, but I don't think it's that, like considering the amount of boat traffic here, it's probably not that clean. But it could be fun. So the guy who owns the company I work for, he's out sailing around the world at the moment. They got Starling on the boat, and he every now and then he works from the boat, so that's pretty cool. Let's go and take a look at the waves. Got a grand reveal right here. Well, the water is super shallow today. Can we get upstairs here? Probably not. I wonder. So you can say, like, you can sort of see the buildings, how they look different, but I want to give you guys a good view, so let's walk out here so I can show you from the opposite side where we're a bit further away, because if I go too close we can't see what's going on anyways. Oh, there's public toilets, yeah, nice. It's good to know. And then in the distance you can see the bridge, Vejle in Danish. Well, yeah, you can sort of tell from this angle what it looks like. Maybe not so much on camera, I'm not sure. Is that brackish water? This is seawater for sure. Seawater. That's a big boat. Damn. This you see in front of us right here is actually a floating building as well. It's a sports club. If you want to go kayaking, it's down here actually. Let me get you guys a proper view. A proper view. Look at that. So this is probably one of the things that the city is most known for, is these 5 buildings. It's probably super expensive to live in though. Dolphins. So here we have this is a mini whale. We call them marsvin in Danish. I can't remember what you call them in English. It's only a 2 kilometer walkway, but you should come to Christiansminde this summer. The view is so good. Christiansminde. Well, we could probably do that. Let me write that down. You wouldn't pay big bucks to that view, but that's just you. I mean, yeah. I can definitely see what you're saying, because on the left side you have a road and a railroad. And then further out you have, I mean, most of your view is this boatyard, right? Christiansminde. Why can I not remember where Christiansminde is? Have we been there? AKVS. Porpoise. It's around Svendborg. Okay. It looks so nice there, unlike where you are, where you get wasps flying through your window at 8 AM. That sounds awful. I mean, right now it's not super warm. We're definitely in the beginning of spring, that's for sure. It's crazy how much you can hear the cars from here even. Christiansminde Svendborg. Let me just write that down. That's 100 kilometers from here. Save. To want to go. Done. There we go. You're trying to eat your lunch and a wasp flew in. You never ran downstairs faster in your life. Oof. I think you're right. It feels like it's a lot of... I mean, it's not so much... One thing is the view. Obviously, you have the view of the water here. That's always... that always adds up the property value. But then it's also built in these, very unique shapes. And that in itself probably adds a bit of value too. It's a bit of a prestige thing to live down here. And then if you have the top floor, that's probably even more expensive, just because you're further up and you can see further away. And then on the opposite side here you have... So all of this is down in a valley. And on the opposite side here you have one of the bigger forests in the area. well, all of the hills down into the valley basically have a bit of forest on it, but this over here, it actually has an animal park. Need a big mermaid statue there to draw people. I think people just coming down here to see the waves is basically the tourist attraction in itself. You in Scotland, you never heard of screen window? Oh, screen window is basically like, you know how you can get nets to put in your window to prevent bugs from flying in? You basically just have a window that is, instead of a pane of glass, it's a sheet of that netting. Mesh, yeah. You went back for seconds for fish and chips in Scotland. That's nice. This is very nice. I forgot about that. You basically have this peninsula sticking out further out. So even though you have the view up here, all of this is blocking your view further out. Well, not necessarily blocking, but you know what I mean. It's interesting because if you go camping, like, you have the insect nets everywhere when you're camping. But if you're living in your house at home, it's so uncommon here to have insect netting to prevent pests and insects from getting in, because it's pretty uncommon in Denmark, I feel. Like, it's not that common to have insects flying in through your windows in the summer, unless you have a real problem with like bees and whatnot, or wasps, I should say. In the States, on all the windows, you have wondered about that. I think it's just that it's I wouldn't say that you're not north in America too, because I know some places in America that are probably further north than we are. But overall, we're so far north that the amount of insects we get here is very low compared to places with more heat. That building over on the other side here, that looks so out of place. You have balconies on both sides on these buildings. I've never been to this side of the buildings. Like, I never walked down here. So you have balconies on both sides. So it means you get to have a balcony that's in the sun and one that's in the shadow, or basically in the sun all day. US oil south of you is Alaska? Really? I thought, no, that can't be right. I actually don't know. But I have to look at a map with latitude marks on it. What is this? wonder what that building is. Is it like a education center or something? Oh yeah, it is. It's a gymnasium. That's probably why it sticks out like a sore thumb. It does look like an institutional building. What do you call it? Like a high school? High school building? It's just like compared to other things like the concrete, it looks super old. It's probably because it's been around for a while, and then you have this big open area of grass, which is, I mean, in some cases, is very common when it comes to high schools because they have, especially if it's like a common high school where they have sports and stuff. Denmark is like lateral to Hudson Bay in Canada. Oh wow, okay. I actually thought that the US were further north than that, at least some of the states, just because they have more extreme winters. But I also guess it's because they don't have the luxury of being next to the sea. So when you're further in on the continent, your extremes are more extreme. So you have harsher winters and warmer summers. Lateral to Scotland. Okay, thank you for looking that up. This seems like a fairly decent, like, residential area. It's probably built in the 80s. Do you track how far we walk? I haven't been doing that, but at some point we did. Oh, I don't know how far we walked today. I think last stream we walked about 10-12 kilometers. Maybe less.
Surprise!
Why can I not see? Thank you for that. I'm not sure what it was, but thank you. I can't see it on my end, what it is that's going on. Which is funny. 1 hour and 15 minutes into it. I mean, we probably walked about 5 kilometers then. Probably walking like a bit less than 5 kilometers an hour average. Just strolling. Let me see if I can check. I know that was probably a subscription sound, right? Got to go do yard work. Thank you so much for hanging out and have fun with the yard work. Let me see. Oh yeah, it was Leusk with the resub. Thank you so much, Leusk, for subscribing. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hvor kommer de ikke? Det gør de ikke. De ventede på, at de andre skulle løbe toilet. Nå. Jeg kan lige se min møde. Hun går jo lige.
What the fuck? Did I just not check his message until now? Oh yeah, I didn't. It's like I got a message from work. It's just only popped up right now. I'm not sure why. But yeah, thank you so much for the resub, Lusk, and welcome back. I wish I could see. Maybe I need to figure that out. Normally it posts in chat, but it doesn't do that on this app, which is weird. Very strange. Look at this tree over here. It's got all the small little flowers on it. Wonder what kind of tree it is. Is it an elderberry tree, like an elderflower tree? I think. I feel like it might be an elderflower tree with these like white petals on it. Either that or it's a cherry tree. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So what I was reading on that sign earlier as well is that this entire park, when it rains a lot here, the water levels around the area go up by about 0.8 meters, which is like 2 feet, 2.5 feet. So all of the channels you see here dug into the ground is basically to allow water flow in the case of a lot of rain. So like some parts of the year this entire area is pretty much flooded. That would have been cool to see when there's a lot of rain here. Damn, that lamppost has seen better days. Let's go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to warmer weather where we can go do some longer trips and do camping on the way. I have some ideas for where we could go during the summer when time is, and like tomorrow is the last day before a long weekend for me, so I know I promised Amo Piger, who's in chat, he's moving. They're moving into a house, so I promised to come and help him out a bit. But maybe we could do a stream on like Friday, maybe we can even stream while we're helping him move. I'll have to hear what he thinks about that. Obviously without leaking addresses and whatnot. It'll be like, oh, welcome to a new home. We've leaked your address. Have fun. Let's go look at the cemetery over here, because I've marked that on my map for ages. We've been here a few times, but I've never really gone. So let's go take a look. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yay! It's funny, I feel like when I've had the backpack on, people have not been looking too much, like they hadn't been giving it like a second thought about the camera sitting on my shoulder. But with this setup, I feel like people are a lot more like, whoa, what's going on there? Even though it's, I don't know, it seems more incognito, but it probably isn't. Which is funny. green light. Nice. Nice. Let's see if we are more clever than Flusk when it comes to opening up these doors. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Shots fired. That is a pretty well kept tombstone, considering they died in 1931 and 1949. Damn. They must be important. There's a whole family here. 1889. Yeah, that's a crazy tombstone. I'm gonna point the camera down a bit, I think, just a tiny bit, just so you can actually see what I'm looking at. So like back in the day, people put their title on the stones as well. So like this guy lived from 1887 to 1941. And it says Kupman, which translates to how would you translate that? Like a I don't even know how to translate that. My brain just blanked out on that. But it's like they put their titles or professions on the stones. Do you think people will do that in the future as well? So like, do I put programmer on my tombstone? Here lies programmer. It's like this person up here is a teacher, or was. This person was a teacher. It's almost like people don't have the same pride in the job that they had back in the time. He has hacked the ground, now here lays the programmer, yeah. Or like if you're really into like web development, it's like 404, heartbeat not found. Put that on a tombstone. It's just interesting because some people have their profession on the tombstone and then others don't. Like this is a tooth technician. Or I'm not sure if that's the way you would translate it, like a dentist's assistant is probably the proper way. Tooth technician. A console, a grow share. That has to have been a pretty high title if you're a console, right? Like not a programmer console, but imagine people asking like, what do you do in your spare time? Oh, we walk around and look at graveyards and stuff. Maybe we should go see if we can find my grandma's tombstone one day. Well, that's very recent, 2015. That's before COVID, though. It's not. I haven't seen that many graves here. That's like over year 2000. Oh, this doesn't have any numbers on it. It just says it was this family gravesite. Shoemaker. Ship commander, nice. Photographer. Oh wow, they died like a few months after I was born. That's crazy. Crazy. It's another one for 2009. Wow, that is quite the difference. Like the husband lived to 1973, and the wife lived to 2009. She actually outlived her son. It looks like. That's wild. Hey Andrews, this looks like a very peaceful place. I think it is. Definitely a lot of people who have been put to peace here. We're just roaming around looking a bit. I thought that was like a ring of mushrooms. Hey Pumpkin, the residents here are very quiet, making a peaceful neighborhood. Yeah. Pumpkin knows all about gravekeeping in a game. I should probably add that. Or maybe in real life too, I don't know. I mean, he died. Oh, why would he? He was born in 1950 and he died in 2005, I think it was. Yeah. So he lived to be 50. Oh, that's not that old. Yeah, that is kind of sad. I mean, for anyone to outlive their children is pretty sad. This is a cool lot. It looks random, but it's not random. And like depending on when the stones were erected as well, the way that they spell the different professions change, which is like the evolution of language. I get it. It's interesting to see how things have evolved. Been so long since you got to catch one of my streams. I love your gloves. Yeah. And some nice gloves. They're not like super warm, but they have nice texture for gripping, and then they have the fingers for touchpad. Must be very sad to bury your children. There's a field in the forest near me where I hope to be buried when the time comes. Oh yeah, that. I don't like if people feel like sharing it. Obviously, it's a very heartfelt topic for people. But like, have you ever done any thoughts as to how or where you would want to be buried? For me, I have no idea. Might as well just throw that out there. We always joked about having some kind of program of humor on the tombstone. It's like a blue screen of death tombstone. Oh, that's a cute little figurine. 2021. I can't see the date of birth. It's just something about 37 maybe? That's a long life. Almost 90 years. Human compost. You're like one of those nature pod burials? Oh, interesting. Become part of the cycle. From dust to dust, as they say. It's odd that some of these, it feels like they have. Like I don't really, when I'm not related to anyone who's in this graveyard, it would feel out of place for me to walk around on the grass, right? I feel like that would be disrespectful. But some of these tombstones or like a grave, yeah, some of these graves, it's like they're placed opposite of where you would look at them. I find the whole preservation thing weird. I understand the idea of like preserving the memory with like a stone that will stand for ages, but I don't understand the like mummification if there's something like that. The idea of returning to nature, nothing fancy but a nice place to be remembered. Yeah, I think it's all the idea of the preserving the memory more than preserving the body, I would say. Oh, this is 1891 to 1909. That's a very short life. That's like 19 years old. No, I can't math. 9 up to... That's 18 years old, damn. That's really sad. Such a short life. A little tree, that would be nice. Imagine like you live a life, you turn age 100 and then they plant a tree that goes on to live a life that is as long, if not longer. See, that would be cool. So many birds down here. Alright, let's let the people rest. Oops. These graves are pretty nice, like mini gardens, yeah. Some of them are family burials too. So it's like the entire family line is buried in the same place. Let's go this way. Maybe thousands of years old. That's crazy. That is mental. Oh, you guys can probably see my gloves every time I pick up my hand to look at my phone. Have you heard of hundebiden? No. I can't say that I have. Some of these buildings here are from the 1900, like year 1900. It's over 100 years old buildings, and they look like they could have been built like 20 years ago. We are envious of your awesome gloves. Reminds me of Spider-Man. I could probably find a guy who made them. I think I follow him on Instagram. I'm sure he'd ship a few of them out of the country if you wanted them. What the heck? The structures in the north of the Netherlands that were built in the prehistoric times, I think, which are burial sites. Oh, interesting. We have something here in Denmark we call Jættestuer, which is burial sites from like long time ago. We're down by the train. I think we're on the side of the... A long time ago is pretty much how I remember. Yeah, same. It's like when it gets outside a certain time period, it's like it doesn't matter if it was 100 or 1,000. It's a long time ago. Oh, the echo in here is not too bad. I'll take that back. It's actually bad. Echo. Oh, I know where we are. Do you guys want to, so we've been walking around like the center of the city and then down to the harbor and then back out here, but do you guys want to see what's like one of the, what do you call it? It's like not a suburban area, but more like a, it's like a branch of the city. That's like you gotta go down through the center of the city to get to it, but it's like out of the edge of the city. It's more quiet area, I would say. We gotta go that way anyways, because the car's parked over there, so. This is like one of the main roads going through the city. Quiet areas are good. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna have to walk through this not so quiet area first. But we'll get there. Something smells like perfume here. That was like overpowering. It's back. Maybe it's laundry detergent. Exploring the city's special places. Yeah. So up here, we'll cross the road up here, where that bus is. Maybe if I do this again. But yeah, where the bus is turning to the left, we're going the same way as the bus. And that direction is actually going over past the hospital as well. I guess we could walk up past the hospital. Not so quiet areas are also good for white noise. Yeah, true. Very true. This is like an art gallery, it looks like, but not really. Not even sure what it is. Queen Art Clinic. What? Dinner themed memes. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure what's for dinner. Maybe we'll just make some nuggets or something. I don't know. I was thinking I could pick up something on the way as well, but I'm not sure what it would be. It's always like sort of awkward walking next to people when you have all this equipment attached to you. Yeah, all the foods. There's a China grill over here, but it looks like it's closed. It's another bus. All the buses in the city are electric as well, which is kind of cool. So they don't make that much noise either. They sound like something from the future. I don't know why I was looking left. There's nothing to look left for. And there's no light here, so we'll just keep walking, I guess. You had chicken bacon sandwich earlier? Ooh, nice. With chicken lettuce on the bacon club sandwich. It's actually quite common with the electric buses now. Like, I know they have it in this city and then they have them in Kolding as well. And they probably have them in Copenhagen too. Maybe. So this big white building you see, that's the hospital down here. And I believe these smaller buildings down here are like, I mean, some of them are probably just residential buildings, but others of them are more like, if you need treatment or if you're related to someone who needs treatment. Baguette like Subway, oh. You should make mac and cheese with broccoli or something, that sounds good too. Oh, some of it is for sale. Maybe it's not housing for hospital people then. Honestly, I wouldn't want to live down here. There's so much traffic. Like, this is one of the most congested areas in the city. Wanna order Subway? I don't think I've ever had Subway. Subway. It'd be nice to get off to one of the side roads here, where it's probably not as loud. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Subway got bought out? Oh, did they buy out the subways in Denmark with Sunset, or is it just that? Because I've seen Subway elsewhere. Like they had Subway in Kolding Storcenter. A little bit noisy, not too bad. You thought they all got bought out? I mean, I've seen Subway in Kolding not too long ago. I feel like we also have some Subways in Vejle. I'm not sure. Subway is nothing special, really. It's just that they don't have all the veggies in a single portion like they do. Oh, okay. Or police car. I could keep walking behind those guys, but the smoking. And we like going that way or going this way is almost the same. Look at these lovely bicycles though. That's a fancy blue one. Oh wow, that's almost 6,000. Yikes. I mean, that's not too bad for a bike. Ooh, these are... Ooh. That's even on offer. Cool. You smoking. One Subway in Kolding and two in Aalborg. Oh, okay. 6,000? Yeah, 6,000 Danish. Sorry, I should probably elaborate on that. That's like what? Like $900? $850? That's not too bad for a bike. You'd love to have a bicycle again? My bicycle is up in the basement in the apartment. I gotta do all the service checks on it. Make sure it's a safe bike. But biking in the city is... this is one of the cities in Denmark with the most hills in it, and it's like awful to bike around in here. I mean, downhill, no problem. Uphill, not so much. But biking around can be fun. Can be tons of fun. Sunset in Vejle, yeah. Oh, you mean the restaurant? I was about to say, yeah, the sun is setting here in Vejle now. I can see it on the clouds. It's starting to turn orange. Last you went to Denmark 12 years ago, his Danish crown was about 8 times €1. Oh, right, yeah. I think right now we're about 7.5. The funny thing about Danish kroner is that we're locked with the euro, so any fluctuations that the euro takes, the Danish crown also take. It's just that the Danish people didn't want to replace and have euros. Let's go this way. Or should we go on the other side? Let's go on the other side. I want to go over here instead. Look, it's the river. But it's a lot more speedy here. Fuck euros. I don't know. I think the euros, if we had switched to them and used them, I don't think it would have been a big problem. Like at the end of the day, our currency is locked to it anyway, so it's like, what's the point? We just wanna be fucking currency people. Yeah, currencies are crazy right now. But also inflation is crazy right now. And it makes a lot of sense because of what's going on in the world with the wars and everything. Like, it's a typical thing that when there is a war going on, everything becomes more expensive in that part of the world. Oh, we can't go this way? Lame. I actually thought you'd be able to. There used to be a bridge here, I can tell, but there's no longer a bridge here. That's so odd. I guess we gotta go back and go the other way. Swim? I'm not going into that. That's cold. No. I don't want to freeze. That's so weird. This is like a really nice path that leads to basically nothing. I've driven by here so many times and looked at this path and been like, should go down this path one day. And it's a dead end. Lame. Sure, I'll be lame. Let's go this way then. You see how steep this hill is. We're not going up the hill though, I'm not doing that. One of the hills up here is so steep that they put up signs that you're not allowed to use the bicycle on it. Like that you said lame? Or lame? I was like, that sounds like an electric vehicle, and it is. Too many people rolling backwards on their bikes. It's actually, last time I lived in the city, so this road that goes down here, it's fairly long downhill road. And unfortunately, someone actually went pretty, like you get a lot of speed. Thank you for the follow. A guy was going down the hill. You get a lot of speed going down the hill, and then he accidentally slammed into another car on the bike, and he basically died on the spot. And that wasn't even one of the bad hills. Turn, look at the sky. Oh, over here. Yeah, sunset. I'll go back. I wonder how far back I have to go. A bit more. It's like the sky is on fire. Not far now, we had to go somewhat back. I actually wonder... No, I don't think I know a spot where we could go to where the sun would be easy to see. What time is it, by the way? It's 8 o'clock. When is sunset officially? Sunset is in 10 minutes. Okay. I have an idea, guys. We'll have to be quick though. I has idea. That's not scary at all. There's a green light as well as a green light. So it's like, do I get run over now? No, he waited. Cool. Change of plans. Yeah, we have 10 minutes, and the car is just over here. So we'll utilize these 10 minutes and see if I can go to a place where we have a nice view of the sunset. I'm just thinking in my mind where that would be. Can I make it across? Yes. Sort of. Green and green light. It's because it's a triangle. It's like there's two. It's basically a T section that has a traffic light on it. So the direction that the light was green in was the T of the section. I don't know. See if we can find the car. I have a feeling that it will pay on its own, because my app told me that my parking has started, so if not, we'll find out. It's wild, I can hear the car clicking from here. All right. So with this new rig, I can actually do this, which is kind of cool. Of course, we need the seatbelt. You guys are getting strapped in with me. All right. Woo! So I'm wondering if we go, if we go left here. And then to the right. You guys are out driving with the crazies now. Also, that reminds me, I have to make sure that we're definitely not speeding. No speeding allowed. You guys are driving the manual with me. You're driving on the right side of the road. Yeah, we're not driving on the wrong side over here. I don't dare do that. We'll end up in trouble if we do that. So down here we actually have some cherry blossom trees down here, and they haven't started blossoming yet, but they look so cool when they do. Pretty pink cloud. Yeah, it's really nice. I think if we go straight here, yeah, let's go straight here. I'm gonna see if we can get to the, we have a few more minutes. But yeah, the cherry blossoms are really nice. This Netto is like a grocery shop here. It used to be open 24/7. No longer. People are crazy. April, May. Yeah, I think at the end of April usually. They're usually one of the first things to blossom here. I remember them being prior to everything else, at least. Oh, Yes, I think we made the right call to go this direction. Maybe. Oh, I should have brought the drone with us today. "24/7 shops are nice though." Yeah. It's quite convenient if you forgot something at 3 in the morning. It's one of the best features about this car is you can, you know how some cars have the speed pilot or whatever you want to, like autopilot, but not autopilot. This car has a restriction instead, so I can just set it maximum speed I want to go, and then it goes to that. Welcome back, Lassie. Right now we're just driving out here to see if I can get you guys a nice view of the sunset. I have an idea of where we could get that. Because right now the sky looks amazing. And if I'm not all too mistaken, there's a parking lot just out here that we could use. And then we can go up the hill. Although this hill is super steep. Quickly, before the sun sets. I didn't grab the dongle. That did not sound good. That's what it sounds like when the seatbelt gets stuck in the door. Oh, look at how steep this is. Oh, we gotta be quick. Wish me luck. I was just saying we're just driving out here, Leslie, so we can catch the sunset, because I had an idea for where we could go, but we gotta climb this steep hill real quick. Sheesh. Oh, you can feel your legs burning. It's very nice. Jesus. Like, I'm a tall person, and that like I had to bend the knee real quick. Real good. I think this is it. Oh, yes. Oh, this is a good spot. Look at that. Dimitri redeemed sprint. I'm not sprinting up with that. Oh. What a view though. I would have loved to be at the West Coast today. Oh. Maybe this weekend. You can almost hear my heart pounding. I wouldn't be surprised because I can feel it. I mean, we are slightly late. But considering we figured out sunset in 10 minutes, like 10 minutes ago, I'd say we did pretty well. Cheers. Managed to grab a bunch of iced tea. But yeah, the view from up here is pretty nice. We're not even at the top of the hill either. But yeah, if you need a good workout, walking up the stairs here is a good way to do it. Just to give a perspective, right? This roundabout down there is at the same level as where I parked my car. Took so many screenshots, awesome. Talking about food led us to this, yeah. This is food for your eyes. This is a feast for the eyes, I should say. I love how because the clouds are at different heights, or well, somewhat different heights, you can see how there's shadows in the clouds, and then the light bounces off them at a different distance and stuff. It looks really nice. Kind of how you see at a distance there's a red tint to them. Nice. I should probably take a photo as well while I'm here. That would be nice. Let me just open my phone grandpa style. Take the photo, damn it. Yay. Actually, it looks like the sky is on fire. Especially when you have like a proper... So like right today the clouds are very uniform. It's a very... You can pretty much tell that it's that part of the atmosphere that's the clouds. But sometimes you have those huge cumulus clouds that go up through several layers. Those are insane in sunsets. I hear cows. Quick. It's almost gone. Yeah. But yeah, the other day when I was streaming, we were actually walking, so we crossed the road down here, and then we went on the path all the way along this green field on the left. There's actually there's a deer standing out in that field. It's kind of hard to see even for me with my eyes, so you probably can't see the stream. But yeah, we walked all the way along the edge of that green field, all the way past that transformer station for power, all the way down. And then we looped back around and walked all the way along the side of the forest on the opposite side here, and then all the way back down to the city. That's the path we were taking the other day. Hi Lusk. Thank you for the resub earlier, by the way, Lusk. And this is, I think they're currently constructing it, but this is going to be a new road that goes up to, so up here there's a residential area, and the only way to get up to that residential area is that hill we were walking up earlier. So they're just making a new path here for it, which is cool. It's a bit sad that all of the trees and stuff on the slopes here are gone, but they'll probably come back. Such a long walk. I think it was only like 7 or 8 kilometers in total. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, these roads here, I mean the road here has probably been here for a while, but the roundabout is brand new. I've never seen that before I went here the first time. And this area is obviously still under construction. And then I think the crossing here with the new road that going in that direction is also fairly new. But yeah, if you go on that road that goes down there and then to the right and going west, you end up in a city called Billund, which is one of the I think it's the second largest airport in Denmark, And that's where Legoland is as well. So if you want to go to Legoland, it's just that way for like half an hour's drive from here in the west direction. Nice. I finally caught my breath. Oh, you been to Legoland? Nice. We're not too far away from Legoland. Part of me is like, I want to go up further up, but also my legs are like, But let's do it. I want to see if there's a better view of the reflecting sun in the city, because we can see the sun on the skyscrapers. Although it's not really skyscrapers, they're not that tall. You got a little keychain from Legoland and you lost your keys. Whoops. Whoops. That's not good. So many stairs. I mean, the good thing about this is it's gonna be easy to go down, right? And I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. I think I'll make fries with chicken nuggets when I get home. I think that sounds good. And then I can just put everything in the air fryer. It's a long time ago. Okay. Someone flipped. Whoop. Lift your legs. Someone flipped one of the benches over the edge up there. Rude. Nuggies and fries are well deserved at this point, burning all those calories. Yeah, I probably have a deficit most days anyways in calories, because I don't eat that much. I just drink a lot of soda. It's like, I know on camera it doesn't look like it's going that much uphill, but this is like a 5% incline or something. Like, it looks flat compared to the stairs, but it's still going uphill. Take better care of myself, I'm trying. Hey, at least we get outside, get air, right? All the birds are singing here. This is why I don't do mountain biking. I would die before I get up to the top. It looks very steep. I'm glad it doesn't look flat. So it's like, why are you exhausted or out of breath? We're walking on a flat ground. Ooh, the burn is back. Might as well just push through. Oh, there you go. That's a nice view of the city. You're practically facing the ground going up the hill. That's true. Oh, there's a small bat flying around. I don't even know if I can show. Can I show you guys? Do you see that little... Oh, it flew away. Come back. It's like a small bat. I'm keeping the camera in my hand for now, in case the bat come back. Oh, rip. You're always more than welcome, Pumpkin. I don't know if I accidentally pulled the cable or something. It seems like it's back though. Back. I think the view was better further down just because there wasn't any trees blocking the sunset. But like, I'm not complaining. Maybe you'll come and visit Denmark again soon. Hell yeah. Look at this big rock. I have an interesting fact for you. This rock is fake. It looks like a rock, but it's not actually a rock. If I wanted to read what it says in Danish, vil du kvæge sjæl og sind, se dig ud fra himmelpind, eng og skov og by og fjord, dejlig er Guds grønne jord. I don't know how you translate that, but it's a Danish poem. You're making the trip back to the Netherlands, maybe you end up in car drive up. Looks like a monument. It is kind of some sort of monument, I guess. That sounded negative, but it wasn't meant that way. I was just thinking how to put my camera back in a mount. There we go. It is a sort of monument. I think if I were to translate it says, would you please your soul and mind look out from Himmelpind, which is this area. It's called Himmelpind, which basically translates to heaven's stick. Eng og skov and by and fjord. What is eng in English? Meadow, forest, city and fjord. Lovely is God's green earth. It doesn't translate that well. But it'll be like, what, half an hour and then it's dark outside now? So we should probably start making it back down to the car. It's a nice little poem. It's 8 hours to Denmark from Netherlands. That's... Maybe I could go on a road trip to the Netherlands. I know a few streamers in Amsterdam. Angry moose? Ah, it's a cow. there's a few cows that go around up here. So here in Denmark we use cows and sheep for grazing areas that is not necessarily being cultivated. But it's a way of keeping nature a bit tamed, so it doesn't go too bad. There's that noise, yeah, it's a cow. It sounds pretty wild, but it's just a cow that's either excited or upset. Come to Amsterdam in May. You'll be your tour guide. Ooh, that'll be nice. Angry cows are dangerous. Living grass mowers, yeah. Where in the Netherlands are you going in May? I mean, actually, maybe don't share that because, yeah, you never know with people on the internet. But I'll definitely have some questions for you later. Because I would love to go to the Netherlands, and I was thinking like what to do this summer. Like I have 5 weeks every year of vacation, and this year I've used 3 or 4 days so far, so I have like another 4 weeks, and 3 of them will probably be in summer. Yeah, that might be something for DMs. Yeah, it's not that I don't think there's any creeps in this chat, but it's, you never know. Maybe I'm a creep. It's like we're standing at the treetops, but we're actually just walking downhill. You've been meaning to message me for months. Hell yeah. It's like I'm a pretty tall dude, and like walking down these stairs these definitely not made for short people. If you have short legs, you will struggle. It'll be like climbing a fence. If I'm a creep, you'll take it. Fair enough. Oh, the 3D print at home might be done as well. Gotta set over the next batch of things to 3D print. Woo. It's interesting how going upstairs is like, it's pretty rough, but going down can be just as rough on your muscles. You don't live in Netherlands anymore, so hanging out is worth it. Hell yeah. Yeah, the entire rig I'm wearing right now is something we designed and 3D printed. We designed the back plate on stream, and then I did the rest off stream. So the backpack is actually 3D printed now, which means I'm wearing all of this camera gear without a backpack, which is fun. But I do look like, I'll show you. I do look like a bit of an Iron Man. This is the modem, and then everything else is on the back. Yeah, I mean you're constantly fighting the pressure of your own weight going down. I wonder if that's why people are looking so much. It's because it's like a vibrant blue color I have on my chest. Maybe we should paint it so it's not like some vibrant color, so it's more camouflaged. Big beam from the stairs. Oh, chest, yeah. I was like, I mean, the beams are in the ground here holding the stairs together, that is true. But you meant the chest. There's a bicycle down here that's like upside down. I wonder if someone, like, if they just left it here, or what's the deal? Iron Man, yeah. I was looking at a guy who has been 3D printing and designing Iron Man suits, and I think that's a cool project, but it's such a huge project. But it could be cool. We've almost made it. So there's a bike here that's upside down, and I'm wondering if it just broke, and that's why it's here, or what's going on with it. I can tell that the brakes are out. At least the front brakes are out. That's a nice bike though. They'll probably come and pick it up. They'll probably come and pick it up. Sheesh. I don't actually have much more to do. Like we could do cooking, but also it's like it's almost 8:30. So it would be nice to just relax before I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours. So in that sense, oh my god, I need a bigger car. In that sense, we're probably about near the end of the stream, really. Might be pushing that way for repairs. Yeah, maybe they put it like that and they got picked up. Whoa. Nice. To unwind, yeah, it's nice to be able to unwind a bit. There's an aircraft flying just over us. Cool. I also need to refuel the car. It's down to like two pegs out of 6. Although it's been a while since I refueled, I think. The small... Hello Cosmo, hello guys. I have been lurking, but you decided to come out of it. Wish everyone a nice evening. Hello, welcome. I need to take your phone so I can see what your name is. But awesome that you came out to lurk. Businella. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But welcome. Oops. We walked over 10,000 steps today. That's nice. But awesome to see you. Welcome in. Let me see if I can find... Can I make the... I'll mess with this later. It's just I wanted to make the text on the screen bigger. But I don't know how to do that. Maybe Flosk is still streaming. Yeah, Flosk is still streaming. I can take you guys to another part of Denmark.
Exercise.
Oh my goodness! If you guys want to go say hi to Flosk. Flosk is a really cool dude. He's one of my moderators. Trying to walk every day at least 1 hour. Unfortunately, the weather turned so bad right as you getting into it. Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully it gets better soon. It's really awesome that you're doing it though. Flosk, yes, Flosk. I'll see if I can get the raid going, and then we'll go say hi. It's funny how I'm supposed to be like this. Supposed to be like this guy who's like a social media guru, who's like super good at using all the technology and stuff, and then I struggle to figure out how to use the keyboard on the phone. There we go. That works. Nice. So yeah, we'll go and say hi to Flosk. Flosk is currently in Odense. He's also outside, so it's actually, he's on a phone. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. Even if you lurk, thank you so much. Lurkers make the world go round. I'm just happy to be here and have fun with you guys. But yeah, let's go say hi to Flosk. I'll see you guys sometime soon. I'm hoping we can go and do some stuff in this weekend because it's the Easter weekend and I have time off. Small keys on keyboard, yeah. With my big sausage fingers, it's kind of difficult sometimes. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys around. Bye-bye. No worries. It was fun. I got my daily workout, so that's good.